So I was watching the news the other day, and the governor of Arkansas, Mike Huckabee, was talking, and I guess he's an ordained minister, and they were so they talked to him about religion a little bit, and he was saying that, you know, he says he knows what he believes, and he says other groups believe different things, and he's fine with that. And I don't know, I guess the feeling was kind of like, oh, well, what a progressive, open-minded thinker. But I didn't feel that way. You know, I felt like, well, you know, what about truth? Have we just given up on truth? Is it like we just don't know, and so, well, I'll believe what I want to believe, and you can believe what you want to believe, and that's just peachy? You know, I don't know. I think in fact, I'm the antithesis of that. I'm like, let's figure it out. Let's find out. Let's pursue it. And until we've got the answers to those questions, if we have to be okay with something, let's be okay with the fact that we don't know. Instead of saying, well, I believe this. You either know it or you don't know it. But, I mean, that, to me, enters the arena of blind faith or something. And that's not the stuff that spirituality should be made of, you know. So then another person came on that same show, and she was an atheist. And she was saying, you know, I really tried for a long time. I was brought up Catholic, she said. I really tried for a long time to believe in God. But she said, I just can't do it. She said, I just had to be honest and admit I'm an atheist. You know, that's what she said of herself. And quite frankly, between the two, I found her more refreshing. You know? Because at least she kind of acknowledged that she doesn't see any proof to believe in any of these things. So she just can't do it. At least she needs some sort of foundation to believe in something. Now, the problem with atheists, and I think if I talked to her based on the way she was talking, I think she'd agree she's not really an atheist. She's an agnostic, right? An atheist is somebody that says, for sure, there's no such thing as God. I don't think she'd say that. I think she'd say, when I look at all of it, I just can't believe in it. I just don't, I'm not given any reason to believe in it, but I also don't believe with total conviction that there's no such thing. You know? But see, that's the thing about today, this day and age, and that's something that society hasn't really gotten on to the degree that it needs to, I think. And that is that we have advanced enough in our different studies of life and fields of knowledge, physics, everything, that we can put it all together and we can come up with some truths, some foundation truths. And if you look at spirituality in the context of those foundation truths, then you can get answers to these questions. It no longer has to be, well, I believe this because that's what my parents believe. And so that's just what I do. But it's like, this is what I believe, and this is why I believe it. And here's the concrete, rational, because, yeah, you can have concrete irrational, can't you? But I'm talking concrete rational. Oh, it's not just because I have this book and whatever it says in this book I believe, even though maybe it doesn't make sense. That's concrete irrational. I'm talking concrete rational, you know. And really, isn't that what we do here? Isn't that what we provide? We've taken it, we've looked at it diligently, and we've made sense of the whole thing. Now it makes sense. And so anything we study, be it psychology or spirituality or religions or economics or anything, it's held in a context that makes sense. And I think that's what the world is craving. Because we're in an age now where things have to make sense. That's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And so I feel like there's so many people out there just yearning for that. But unfortunately, they look at what we do. Oh, it's a spiritual group. Well, no, I'm not doing that. Why? Because they throw our hat in the ring of doesn't make sense, blind faith, yada, yada, right down the line. But because that's the way the world is functioning these days in the arena of spirituality, what we're doing as a result of that, in contrast to that, is highly innovative. And what was that quote I heard recently? That anything that's innovative is met with great resistance. And that's, I think, what we're facing right now, you know.